Hello, how's everybody doing today? I want to thank everybody for putting this together. Peter, HBO, Abel for training Gennady for everything he's done, Dana for the venue, Banner, K2 Promotions. I'm not one to talk a lot. I know a few faces out here in the crowd. We can talk later. We're going to go in on the 16th. We do what we do. We win. Gennady's a tough guy. I think his guy's been formally picked for him. I think he bit off more than he can chew this time, and I think he'll see that. May the best man win. I wish everybody luck, and like I said, we're going to do what we do. Appreciate you having us.
Willie is undefeated under the tutelage of and the training of Tony Morgan, so that's a great testament to that. And if I'm correct, Matt, it was 2 undefeated fighters that Willie had beaten to win the Boxino tournament. So he's definitely faced some great competition, getting to the point where he is right now. He's rated number 2 in the WBA, and will definitely be, I think as Peter said, Gennady's never faced a style such as Willie before. He comes from a great pedigree of a lineage of Willie the Worm Monroe, who beat Marvin Hagler as a middleweight in the middleweight division, and Willie the Worm was, a great middleweight fighter from Philadelphia. So definitely has the lineage in his family. With that being said, I'd like to bring up a trainer who I've known, a person who I've known for a long time, over 20 years now, and who I have a lot of respect for, and I think does a tremendous job for the fighters he works with. And I have to say, Abel was looking at, he built a tremendous compound up in Big Bear Lake, and was looking at kind of stepping aside and letting other people rent the facility. And then when Gennady Golovkin walked into his gym with Oleg and Max, he changed his mind, and he's back in the spotlight right now, working with one of the best fighters in the world today, if not the best. So I want to bring up Abel Sanchez.
Thank you very much for coming out and checking Tom out. On a serious side, I think Tony Morgan is one of the brightest young coaches in the game today. As you know, he developed Andre Berto, who just fought the other night. I'm looking forward to matching wits with him. Willie's got a lot of pressure on him, and it's not so much from Gennady. He's got a lot of family pressure. His uncle, his great uncle, was one of the guys that beat Marvin, and I'm sure that he wants to emulate him. So we're looking for a real tough fight. Obviously, we're not in training camp yet. We're just beginning this tour. When we get to training camp, I'm sure Gennady will be his professional best, as he always is. We look forward to an extremely difficult fight. Southpaws are always difficult, but Gennady likes that kind of challenge. So thank you again. Thank you very much for coming out and seeing Tom. Bye-bye.
When we first came up with the foundation of Boxino, the hardest thing was to find 8 guys that were willing to fight each other without knowing who their opponent's going to be. It was even more difficult to get the first 2 or 3 guys. Willie was the easiest. Signed up right away. He was actually the first participant without knowing who he's fighting, who's in the tournament or what. And he grabbed the opportunity. Then Brian Vera came along. It was, what, 3 weeks notice? 3 weeks notice to fight Brian Vera. Didn't blink an eye, took the fight, and here we are today. So it was a few weeks ago. When we discussed the fight with Tom, I mean, it was shocking that they wanted to fight a left-hander. So we went to Willie, again, without hesitation. He said, that's the fight I want Gennady Golovkin. So here we are, back in Los Angeles, announcing the fight. I know a lot of people out there were questionable about Willie. He's an ESPN fighter, whatever that means. Very similar to the same stuff they said about Ruslan Provodnikov before he fought Tim Bradley. And now look at Provodnikov. Same attitude, he's never turned down a guy, never backed down from a fight. So without further ado, I'll let him talk. Willie Monroe.
Check time. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm just blessed and elated at this opportunity. I relish opportunities, whether I'm the underdog or the favorite. And I think we have to look at the fact that nobody really wants to fight Triple G. You know, nobody. You have to look. Everybody's talking about him going up to super middleweight and light heavyweight to get a fight. And I'm taking the road less traveled. You know, a lot of middleweights are ducking and dodging. And I don't duck and dodge anybody. You know what I mean? I'm a champion from the inside of my heart all the way to the top of my boxing abilities. So May 16th is going down, and I'm happy that I got the opportunity, and I'm happy to be here, and I'll put on a good show for you guys.
With that, I want to, okay, there we go. With that, I want to introduce a fighter that's affectionately called Triple G. Those are his real initials. It's not just something that we created. I would say, and Peter has confirmed this, he is the fastest rising fighter in the ratings on HBO, where he started in September 2012 to where he is now. He had the third highest rated show last year of anyone on the cable television, and we expect him to do bigger and better things this year. I want to acknowledge Oleg Herman, who's Gennady's manager, Oleg and Max from Germany. They're really the ones that brought Gennady to Abel, and they're the ones that contacted me to work with Gennady to bring him here to the United States, and that was my promise to them that I would do my best to make him a star here in America. And the belief was, if he's a star here, it'll translate internationally, and that's really what it's come to right now. It's a family really working with Gennady, and Abel can tell you, Oleg can tell you, Gennady can tell you. It's a sport, it's a business, but really on the Triple G side, it's a family, and it's special working with him, and he's a special fighter. He's accomplished many things in the ring. He's got the highest knockout streak of any active champion. One of the highest knockout streaks, or the highest knockout streak of any middleweight in the history of the sport. So with that being said, I want to introduce Gennady Triple G Golovkin.
Good afternoon, everybody. First, thank you very much for HBO and Forum family, of course. Thank you very much for Commission, California Commission. Thank you very much for my team, for Monroe team. Thank you for really very supportive. Thank you for your support for me. Welcome to California. I'm living in California. I'm living with my family in California. Just welcome to May 16th, to my home. Thank you, guys.